You can do better than that.
You get a high five
What's
from
up,
D1.
D1?
What's good? Shimmer, I just slammed you in our last debate on Naruto. You performed terrible. I don't know why you're a bitch ass talking, you African ass bitch. Anyways,
Calm down, D1. Calm down.
yeah, but anyways, yeah. Why do you think Sasuke win?
I think that Sasuke is just Lee, but better. Like, he just has Lee's speed. He has Lee's capability with taijutsu. He has his ninjutsu, or he has ninjutsu. Lee doesn't have ninjutsu. He performs the same feats against Gaara. He has calcs that put him higher, like multitude of reasons.
Okay, so what claim do you want to go over first? Because you just made a lot. You just listed out a lot.
Whichever you want.
Okay, so you said that Lee is I mean Sasuke is Lee but better in terms of what?
The examples I gave, like I listed like some. So pick an example specifically.
Yeah, do you want to go over speed?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's directly contradicted that Sasuke is literally slower than Lee.
In what way?
There's multiple statements that compare Sasuke to a slower version of Lee, and then those statements literally suggest that Sasuke isn't as fast as Lee.
Which one?
I'll go with the first one. I'll go get it.
If you just want to reference it, I probably know what it is.
Yeah, it's the one where he says that's almost Lee's average speed.
Yeah, there's two statements. He says that at first, but then right after that, he says that he's actually got the exact same speed as Lee.
He
So
never
Guy him.
says that ever. He
Yeah, he
never makes a
does.
claim that says he has
You want
the
me to show you?
exact same speed. Go
You want
ahead.
me to show you? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so you agree that exact same speed means that they're equal in speed, correct?
Yeah, in base.
Okay, it never says that, but you go ahead and try and get this guy.
Yeah, I got you, big dog. Go to. I guess we can go to media. Look in media. This is the one you're referencing. Yeah, that practically the same speed as Lee without his weights.
No, that's the second one that he makes. It's a one that he makes before this where he says that's almost Lee's average speed.
So, do you agree that practically the same speed just means that they're just equal in speed, though?
No,
Because in practice, they're equal.
that's not what practically means.
What do you think practically means?
It means almost, about.
Well, almost also kind of just means that they're relative in base.
Oh wait, but that's hedging, Noodles, because first you initially claim that it states that they're exactly the same speed, and then you
Well, let's just
agree.
assume for a second it's just we're talking
Uh,
about this statement. I get that. I understand what I said, but
okay,
let's
so
talk about
now,
this specific statement because we're talking about this statement. So,
okay, so I
if
want to go
this,
over the first statement, the first claim that you
I know
made. That
that, but we're talking about this statement though.
okay, but you just try to say that practically means the same speed,
I know
which
we
is
can go back to that when I actually find the scan for that, but I'm talking specifically about this. Like if he's virtually the same speed or almost the same speed, doesn't that just reference that they're just basically the same speed?
no, because
What do you
This is a slower version of Lee that he's being compared to, and he
This is a
still
slower
says
form
that.
of Sasuke.
And they hold on, wait. Are you saying that what makes Sasuke faster?
His Sharingan and Chidori, both of
When is
those imply speed.
when was the Sharingan ever stated to increase your speed?
It's stated several times that it's able to enhance you with chakra in your eye. And it's
Hold on,
that
wait. Go,
chakra in your
yeah,
eye makes your speed go faster. And he's also like able to predict movement and things like that. So he like intercepts things faster as well.
yeah. Predicted movements doesn't mean that you're inherently getting faster. That's not what the Sharingan does here in this
It does
instance.
allow you to
Sasuke.
predict better, which allows you
But
to
hold on,
move
wait.
prior.
Noodles, I'm allowing you to finish, and you cut me off before I even finish.
My
But
bad.
yeah, so what the Sharingan does in this instant, all it does is it allows you to predict people movements. It doesn't initially make you physically faster. That's not what the Sharingan does.
That is actually what it does, though.
No, it does not. It doesn't make
Yeah.
you physically faster. When
I
does Sasuke activate the Sharingan and then he gets faster? I can
Well, we see it
agree
with the
that
third
Chidori.
Tomo.
Hold on, wait. He doesn't get the third Tomoe here.
I'm not saying he gets a third Tomo here. He has a second. He gets a second Tomo after or during this fight. But I'm just saying, compared to base, that should still be faster. So with the third Tomo, he was previously getting like blitzed by Naruto, or
Oh my
second
god.
Tomo, he was getting blitzed by like One Tails Naruto, and then he gets the third Tomo and he starts like tagging the fuck out of him. So that obviously shows an increase in speed. Yeah.
Although that's a different correlation between second Tomoe and third Tomoe because he doesn't get the third Tomoe here. So you using a third Tomoe comparison to try to compare it to the
But we're
tuning
talking
exam.
about the
Hold
Sharingan
on, wait.
specifically.
I allowed you to finish. Hold on.
Go
Can
ahead.
somebody cut that recording off too?
Yeah, yeah, turn that shit off. Scoobert, turn that shit off.
Wait. Oh, my bad, my bad.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right.
So what Sasuke does, even with the third Tomoe instance that you brought up, he's not physically getting faster. So what happens is the third Tomoe obviously gives him some sort of precognition that allows him to see movements before it actually happens. So that gives him some aim dodge time for him to be able to move out of the way before
Oh,
the attacks are actually being landed. So it's not actually him physically getting faster. It's just him being able to see movements, and now he's able to move out of the way
he's
before it
able he's
actually
able to
happens.
react
But
quicker,
that's not.
right? Like
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
he's
Noodles,
able to move quicker
let me
because
finish.
in
Let me
funk.
finish.
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish. Let me finish. Because the initial claim that you made is that he's actually getting faster in terms of speed. But I'm telling you, no, he's not getting faster in terms of speed. He's getting faster at which he can see movements actually, the perception of what he can see movements at. Right. And so now he gets the aim dodge time frame to order to move out of the way before the
I
attack
get what
is
you're
now
saying, Demo.
happening. Okay.
I
So
get your argument.
in the instance here with the second Tomoe, it doesn't give him that same precognition that the third Tomoe gives him. But I can grant that the Chidori makes him faster, but the
D1,
Sharingan here does not physically make him faster.
D1, you're not really understanding though. What you just described is not different functionality in being faster. Like you're saying, okay, well he's not really getting faster. Like his body's not getting amplified, but he's getting precognition, which allows him to see attacks before they come at him. So he moves faster. Like he reacts quicker. So it's
No,
like he's like
no.
aim dodging, right? And aim dodging, it's like you're able to see things coming from a farther away, so you're able to start your movement prior because your reaction time is quicker. So it's like in functionality, there's no difference between him running fast or like in this case attacking faster and just starting your attack sooner. Like distance or speed is literally just distance over time. Well, in this case, the time frame in which to react is being increased. So he's able to react quicker because of that. That's why he goes from getting blitzed to tagging someone and beating the shit out of someone that was blitzing him. Like he literally goes from getting blitzed to low key like blitzing Naruto. So it's like there is definitely a functionality speed difference here between them. Now,
Yeah, and I keep
regardless if you want to
yeah.
like say it's just because of precognition or physical movement speed, I don't really give a fuck. It doesn't change the argument.
It does change the argument, Noodles, because you're comparing the third Tomoe, which is way different from the second Tomoe, which he doesn't get in the tuning exams. So you cannot use that example in a
He
fight
does
where
have the second
Naruto.
Tomo
Oh my God, why do
in the
you
tuning
keep cutting me
exams.
off
Go
every
ahead, go
time?
ahead.
Oh my God. So with the third Tomoe in Naruto, it obviously gives him a different functionality. I mean, function than what the second Tomoe does in the tuning exams. Okay, so he doesn't get the same type of precognition that he does, where he can actually physically see the movements before they happen or get this second part of prediction. Whereas the second Tomoe doesn't allow him to do this. So when you talk about in terms of speed that the Sharingan will make him faster, right? Because we know that the Sharingan first needs to perceive Lee movements in order for it to work in the fucking first place. Because we already get the statement from Lee where it state you can try to perceive my movements, but if your eyes are not fast enough to predict my movements, then it just wouldn't work, right? So
So
in the
what
instant, what you about to say?
I was gonna ask you, like, so you think that like he only gets the movement prediction when he opens the third Tomo? Is
The
that what you
third,
said?
we know that with each Tomoe, it does different things, right? So as with the
I
first
think it
Tomoe,
just
we know that
enhances it.
no, I don't think it does. We all, I can literally get like statements where it states like the first Tomoe, it allows you to like copy jutsu. Then the second Tomoe, it gives you, I forgot what the fuck it does. And then we see that the third Tomoe allows him to get precognition, whereas the movements see beforehand. So we know that there's different applications with each Tomoe. That's like the same thing. Like when you get the MS is just a whole completely different type of variation of a Tomoe when the Tomoe comes
I
back
agree the
together
Mangekyo does
and they
different
get
shit, but that's not
and
what
then
we're
they
talking
get
about.
different abilities. But I'm saying that's a form of the Tomoes, right? When it turns into the MS, it's just
That
another
could work against you, by the
evolution
way.
of
I'm not going to
Sharingan.
explain why yet, but that can actually work against you
It
if you're saying that because I
it
do
does.
think the Mangekyo does do different things overall. I think it's like a completely different thing. But with the three Tomo and two Tomo thing, do you remember when Sasuke fought Haku?
Yeah, I remember that.
So what was happening before he unlocked the Sharingan?
He tried to predict the needles with the
And
Sharingan.
And he was no, I'm talking before he unlocked the Sharingan. What was Haku doing to like Naruto and Sasuke?
He was throwing needles at him.
He's like blitzing them basically, right, with needles.
I
He was
don't. I
piercing
wouldn't.
He
I
pierced
wouldn't say
Sasuke like
blitz.
all over. Maybe not blitz. Let's not get into the semantics of it, but he was tagging Sasuke all over his body. Sasuke was making claims like he literally couldn't like react to his movement and things like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then when he unlocked the Sharingan, what started happening?
It just gives him better perception. That's different from what I'm
He
saying here.
started reacting to his movements, though.
No, he was still getting hit with the needles.
It visually shows us that he starts tracking Haku's movement. So it's like the Sharingan in that case is also tracking movement, just like the three Tomo was. It's just that the three Tomo
No.
does it to a higher scale, which makes sense. It's an evolution, so it's going to do the same ability just to a higher scale. His movement tracking is still present during the second Tomo. So I think that if we're comparing base to second Tomo, obviously he's still going to have that like precognition now, and now he's going to be able to react quicker because of it. And in functionality, that is going to make him faster, even if you don't want to grant the fact that it's like physically making him faster, which I think it does because it's still giving him chakra.
Okay, so there's a distinction here, which you're not really understanding the correlation that I'm making. So what I'm saying here is that yes, the Sharingan does give you better perception, but with each Tomoe, that gives you a different application in which you can perceive. So with the first Tomoe, it allows you to copy jutsu. Obviously, that requires some type of perception, right? But here with the third Tomoe, it shows you things literally in slow motion, whereas we literally see the after images of Naruto, which we have never ever seen before with the Sharingan, which literally explains the correlation that the third Tomoe literally gives you. Okay, it allows you to see movements before they actually happen. That's not something that he gets with the fucking second Tomoe. The second Tomoe just gives him a better perception at which he could perceive things, and not actually showing him things in slow motion or showing their movements beforehand. So when I say this, he's not actually physically getting faster here. The fucking Sharingan just gives him better perception. It allows you to see things, allow him to see chakra, which can inherently make you see things, right? Better.
Hold on.
So what I said with Lee, if he's not able to perceive Lee movements with the Sharingan, then this argument doesn't fucking matter because it's literally showing that Sasuke is literally slower than Lee physically. Okay, so when you say that, well, the Sharingan makes him faster, it would now give him the speed at which he's now faster than Lee. That would be something up for you to prove.
So yeah, you real quick. The first thing you said was that time begins to slow when he has the third Tomo, right? You said something along those lines.
No,
That
I said the movements. The movements, he can literally see
Oh
the
yeah,
movement,
You know what I
like
mean though, like
physically.
where shit starts to slow down from the Sasuke's perception,
No,
right?
I'm
That's
saying
what
it
you're
literally
saying.
shows the movements, like the after images of the movements, where he sees that Naruto's going to be here, or he predicts where Naruto's going to be there. It physically shows him that with the Sharingan. But before that, we have never seen that within the series, right?
Hold on,
So
big dog, big dog. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you is like we see exactly what you're referring to in the Haku fight. Like you literally say the movements of the person begin to slow when you have the third
no, that's not
Tomo.
what I said. That's not what I said. With the Haku instance, it just gives him better perception when he unlocks the Sharingan. It's not that
What
he's
does
seeing
better
Haku,
perception mean in this case?
meaning that he could perceive higher speeds of people. So like
Okay,
how he can see chakra with the Sharingan and stuff, that allows him to see better.
so you're not claiming that he's getting like the capacity. So you're saying like he's able to perceive movements faster and stuff like that. Therefore, he can react to those movements better because that's what happens with Haku. He wasn't reacting previously, and then he starts reacting to Haku once he unlocks the Sharingan. So what in essence is happening is his perception speed has gotten better, his reaction speed has gotten better in that case, and he's able to
No,
react faster to Haku. And that's
no.
exactly what's happening with the third
I
Tomo as
disagree
well.
with that. That's what I'm disagreeing with, Noodles. You're trying to make this claim where you're saying, well, the Sharingan allows him to react faster here. He's not actually reacting faster. He's aim dodging. It's giving him a time frame at which he can move out of the way before an attack is coming. So it may seemingly seem as though that he's moving faster, but in reality, he's not.
That's
And I
not
say with
difference
the
in
same thing with
functionality, though.
chakra, with the Sharingan, he can literally see chakra, which allows him to perceive better. He
Yeah,
himself is not getting
D1.
physically
You're
faster.
not
So what
understanding
I'm
though.
saying, no, I understand exactly what you're saying.
No, you're
You're
not.
saying that, yes, I do. Yes, I do. What
Go
you're
ahead and
saying here
explain
is
it
that,
then.
yeah, since that the Sharingan allows him to react better, even though that he's not physically getting faster, it still allows him to perform better in battle. That's exactly what you're saying with the instance with here.
Well, not
When you're saying
specifically.
that,
You
hold on, wait,
missed you
hold on,
missed a
wait.
very
No,
specific
no,
part.
I'm saying that's the gist of what you're saying.
The
I'm not about
gist,
to explain.
sure, but not
Yeah,
not
I'm not
you're
about to
missing a very
explain
important
every single
aspect
thing
of
that
it.
you're literally saying here. But what the other thing that you're literally claiming is saying that within the Tomoe, it just gives him it just amplifies at which he can perceive. So when he goes from the first Tomoe to the 2 second Tomoe, it just enhances his perception. It makes it get faster or whatever and make him react faster. Blase, blase. But what I'm saying is that no, it has a completely different aspect of perception here. Whereas the first Tomoe allows him to copy jutsu. The second, I don't really know what the second does. It didn't really give us an instance of what it does. And the third Tomoe, where it literally explicitly
I think he
shows us
unlocks the
that
first Tomoe against
that he's
Haku, actually, but
allows
yeah.
like to see movements, like the after images of movements and stuff, like with Naruto and stuff like that, where
It's
he
not
says,
after
I can
images.
see,
He's
I can see.
predicting movement at that point. It's not after
I'm,
images. It's like
I'm saying
pre-images.
it shows him the after image. Well,
No, no,
pre-images,
it's not.
whatever you
Yeah,
want
it's
to
like
call it.
pre-images of
Yeah,
where they're gonna be and shit. So
yeah, you get what I'm saying with
yeah, I know
that.
what you're saying.
So those are like the different applications of the Tomoe. So
No,
what I'm
I
saying
get what you're
here is
saying
that
perfectly.
yeah,
I get what you're saying. It's just like what I'm trying to establish to you is like, so the difference between like actually increasing speed and like having this precog like aim dodge capability, which you agree is like what Sasuke is doing with the two Tomoe. Yeah, like this aim, he's kind of like perceiving them and aim dodging quicker. That's what you're saying with the two Tomoe.
when does he does that with the two Tomoe?
You're talking about with Haku, right? You think that's what's happening?
That's the one Tomoe. When did he gets two Tomoe against Haku?
I'm not for sure when he gets the two Tomo. I was regarding the one Tomo in this instance because I can't remember if he has one Tomo or two Tomo against Taco, so it's kind of confusing. But either way, what I'm trying to point out to you is this, right? When we have this situation where Sasuke is reacting to Haku, at first he's not able to react, gets the Sharingan, he's able to react. This shows that he is accounting for that speed disparity through perception. And what I mean by that is there's not a difference between me being as fast as there is a difference, but in functionality in combat, there's not a difference between me being as fast as a car and dodging a car like right as it's like coming up on me. Like if like let's say I hear it right when it's right behind me, I'm not aim dodging in any regard. I'm just dodging it with straight speed. That's one way to dodge the car. Now, let's say I see the car coming down the road or whatever, and I'm able to aim dodge and I'm able to perceive it coming at me in a linear way, and I get off the road. The function was getting off the road. So we both did that. We just did it through different means. The way that Sasuke is perceiving people isn't just like a car coming down the road, though. He just has such good perception with his Sharingan that he's able to perceive characters and their attacks quicker. So he's able to react and start his movements quicker because of that, because he already is seeing it happen. Now, I'm not saying this is like infallible, but it does show that in functionality, it does function. It's no different than someone not having that perceptive capability and just being fast enough to dodge it. It's not really different because the function in this case is just dodging the attacks. So his capability to dodge, block, and attack is all going to be faster due to his enhanced perception. And I think that is relevant to the discussion of the Tomo Sharingan that Sasuke is getting versus base. I think his perception speed, his reaction speed is getting better, and he's able to move quicker because of that, because his time frame in which to react is longer, so it gives him more time to start his movement. So I do think that does play a factor in combat speed. It definitely does, in fact. That's why he goes from getting blitzed by characters to attacking them afterwards.
Yeah, you're in all the instances of you named are instances that are not in the tuning exams. You haven't yet to give me an instance where in the tuning exam he does this factor, so that doesn't even matter. But
I don't know if
like
it matters because he did it before.
The main point of contention here was saying that he's not physically getting faster. I already agreed to the notion that the Sharingan allows him to get a bigger time frame at which he can literally move out of the way of attack, which does indirectly give some better reaction. But when you talk about in terms of like combat speed, like him running from point A to point B, or him punching somebody
that's run
from
speed.
point A
that's
to
not combat
point B.
speed.
I'm about to name aspects in combat. So when we talk about combat speed, we're talking about the things that you do within combat, like how he charges at you with the
Sure, that's
Chidori.
not what I say, but
He literally runs at you with the Chidori, which is a form of combat speed. So running from point A to point B.
You agree the Chidori enhances his travel speed, don't you?
Wait, don't change it yet. Let me go over this Sharingan point first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from point A to point B, when he's running with the Sharingan alone, he's not physically getting faster here. So that's what I'm saying when you try to say, well, he gets compared to the Sharingan Sasuke gets compared to Lee, even though this is a slower version of Lee, and it still states that Lee is faster than him. Okay, so when we say that you're saying, oh well, since he has a Sharingan, he'll be able to keep up with this Lee, right? I want proof of that. I want an argument for why you think that he'll be able to keep up with Lee's speed, because I think there's a lot of contradictions that literally showcase that Lee is faster.
Okay, we can get into it.
To a majority. Yeah, go ahead.
We can get into why I think this, but in the first thing, I'm not going to really go over the Sharingan point. I think you basically agree with me for the most part. You just think that like Sasuke can't run faster and stuff like that, but you do agree his time frames and getting increased with having the Sharingan. I think you did say something along the lines of, "Oh, we didn't see this during the tuning exams." You would agree he doesn't lose like the power of the Sharingan during the tuning exams, right? Like he still has
No,
the Sharingan.
the instances that you brought up is when he has a higher form of the Sharingan.
No, I brought up Haku. That's like in the
Yeah,
very beginning. That's like the
I
one
said,
tomo. He has a two
and
tomo now.
my contention with the Haku thing is that he still gets beat up by Haku even when he gets to Sharingan. He still gets stabs with the needles. Like
I don't think you remember really what
he
happens.
barely reacts. He gets fucked up. That's the
No, he
reason why
starts
Naruto,
reacting. He
that's
literally
the reason why Naruto
he
goes
was
Naruto.
already fucked up before that though. You're like ignoring the context. Like he was already had like needles all over his body, but he literally starts tracking Haku because he's able to do this and he's able to now block the needles from hitting Naruto and shit like that. So he is reacting to attacks he previously was not able to
Yeah.
react to, which is what I refer to when I talk about combat speed. And because he has this capability earlier in part 1, he doesn't suddenly lose that capability in part or in the tuning exams. In fact, if anything, it's improved because he's been training and got the second tomo. So I think it's gotten better. Anyway, what I was gonna move on from that point, I was gonna go on to the shit of why I think that like he can react to Lee or whatever. Like I've now demonstrated that his combat speed and reaction speed should be faster. So let's talk about travel speed.
That wasn't a point of contention. You never claimed.
I think I have.
Hold on, wait. You never made a comparison between Lee's reaction speed and Sasuke's reaction speed. The point that we were arguing over right now is saying that why the Sharingan doesn't physically make Sasuke faster. And then you were talking about how the Sharingan gives him a bigger time frame at which he can react to attacks. So inherently, right, it will make his combat speed faster. Well, his reaction speed faster. But as far as him running and try to punch and kick
I'm not
somebody,
talking about
he's not
running.
physically getting faster.
But he can
So
move
what
his
was
arm at an
so
earlier time period, so
so
his arm will
that,
get to that
oh wait.
destination quicker.
So what's the comparison that Sasuke reaction speed with the Sharingan is greater than Lee's? What's the argument for that?
Hold on. Let me get to that. I'll get to that right after, real quick. Like, let's say we're in a race D1, and like, if I have a longer time frame to complete the race than you do, but you're faster than me, and we complete it at the same time, right? That shows that like me having that longer time frame allowed me to complete the race, like basically
There's
like
not
a
a
head start, right?
presupposition
Like
with that.
if you give me a head start, we will get to the destination at
That's
the same time.
presupposition. Yeah, that's
No, it's just a hypothetical. I'm not
yeah. I'm
presupposing
saying,
anything. It's a hypothetical.
and I'm saying that hypothetical, right? That you're trying to correlate to both Sasuke and Lee because that's what you're using a hypothetical for. Because you're trying to say that Sasuke with the
Yeah, of
Sharingan
course.
has a
It's
bigger
an
time,
analogy.
and whereas Lee is faster than Sasuke, but they both complete at the same time. That presupposes that that Lee is somewhere near Sasuke's speed to the point where they finish at the same time with the race.
Guy says
But
they're
it has
practically the
nothing.
same speed, so he
Oh
is
wait,
somewhere near. That's not a presupposition. We know
wait.
that.
Oh my god. So with the and I said that I don't think that it's nearly nowhere. I think that Lee is still above because they're compared to slower forms of Lee. Right? It's
But
literally
that's base
comparing him
Sasuke as
to his
well. That's a base Sasuke that they're
and it's
comparing to
comparing to his average
base
speed.
Lee.
And it's comparing
No,
to his average speed.
no. That's not what happened though. That's not what happened though. What
Yes, it
happened is
does.
it's not just like this like average speed of Lee. He says average speed at first, and then he said he's practically the same speed later, as in like he now thinks he's just like the same speed as him overall. And we know this to be the case
No.
too, because Lee himself is even like, oh, it took me decades to achieve this speed.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want to
know
go over
how he
that?
did it. Either
You
way,
want to go over that?
we
Yeah,
can go over that.
that lead
I think
statement,
that
that's not
matters. Yeah.
referring, that lead statement doesn't matter. It's just saying that that Sasuke now he obtained a high speed body, and Lee took years in order to master that. It does not mean that Sasuke and Lee are the same speed.
Why would
He's
he
just
be
saying that
impressed by it then?
he's impressed about how much time it took him in order to gain such speed. Okay, not the same speed as
Yeah.
Lee. Not the hold on, wait, be quiet. Not the same speed as Lee. Like for example, Minato has took it years to master the fucking Rasengan, but it took Naruto like
I
months
get what
in
you're
order to
saying.
master
I'm not. Hold on.
Rasengan. But it does not mean that Naruto's Rasengan performs the same level at which Minato's does. That's what I'm saying here with Lee. He's just impressed about how quick
D1.
Sasuke can catch on of things. It's not meaning that
D1.
they're
If
the
it's
same
not the
speed.
same speed, why do they perform the same feat?
They don't perform the same feats.
They both blitz around in the circle around Gara and both tag Gara.
It
They
just means
supersede the
oh
Saiyan
wait.
speed,
That doesn't mean that it's the same feat. Just because both of them are able to tag Gara does not mean that they're the same speed.
but they do like the same thing on panel, like side by side.
Yeah, it's showing that Sasuke is using the same taijutsu. It does not mean that he's doing it at the same
It's
speed or the same
It
level.
does though, because they say
No,
that
it
he's the
doesn't.
same speed and he's using practically the
No, it
same speed
doesn't.
and he's using the same taijutsu.
Yeah, and we already went over the statement about the practically thing. The practically thing means about, which contradicts your idea about them being the same speed.
Hold on, listen. If they're practically the same speed, though, I think that establishes relativity between them. Because if they're
No,
performing the
I
same
don't think they're
feats, if they're
relative. I don't think
practically
they're
the same
relative.
speed, what do you think relative means?
I don't think they're relative at
What do
all.
you think relative means?
That means they're close in speed.
Okay, they say that they're practically the same in speed.
And once again, I already told you that there's contradictions with that.
There isn't. You just brought up a statement
Yeah.
from
So
Guy that
yeah,
happens
I'll show you it.
earlier,
I'll show you it.
earlier
I'll
in
show
the
you
in
it.
the
I'll
fight where
show
he
you.
initially
Wait.
sees Sasuke,
No, no,
and
no.
then
That's not
later
the only
he's.
contradiction I have.
That's not a contradiction though at all. That's
That's
just
not the
Guy
only
changing his.
contradiction that I
That's
have.
just Guy's opinion furthering the
Hold on,
more he
wait,
saw
Noodles. I said
Sasuke.
that's not the only contradiction that I
But it's
have.
not a contradiction at all, though.
It is a contradiction.
But it's just God. Why is it in contradiction when Guy could just easily be changing his opinion? Like the more
Yeah,
he sees Sasuke.
because Guy could just be impressed about how Sasuke obtained a speed in such a short amount of time, whereas he's saying, "Oh shit, he's shocked." But in
Well, no, hold
reality,
on.
that's not how what he actually thinks.
He
Because I
starts
believe
off saying
there's
that
greater
he's
feats
practically
that
the
contradict
or
that.
at first he says that he's the average speed of Lee, but then he like furthers that statement later. It's like, wow, now Sasuke's practically the same speed overall. So it's like it's not just now that he's the average speed of Lee. His opinion has changed to a point where now he thinks that Sasuke has gotten to the point where he's like equal to weightless Lee in its entirety. And
No, not
it just
equal.
goes to show that the Sharingan does have the capacity to copy someone to a pretty ludicrous degree.
Nah.
I think that also his ninjutsu training for the Chidori probably played a factor as well. Are you aware that the Chidori like increases your speed, like your
Yeah, I'm
travel
aware of
speed and
that.
combat speed?
Yeah,
Okay,
when you're
so
running, but you can only move in a straight line, literally, and it's easy
that's
to counter
fine.
the Chidori. It's literally
It's not
easy. Where
easy. It's not easy.
it's stated. It's literally stated.
From who?
It's stated by Lee itself, and it's stated multiple times in the fucking
When does Lee state that?
that in a Naruto series that a beeline attack is easy to counter.
You can say that a beeline attack is easy to counter, but what does that actually entail? Like an
It
easy to counter attack? How do you counter a
meaning that
lightning blade coming straight at you at that level of speed? How is that?
yeah,
In what
meaning that
regard
is
is that
easy to
easy?
predict. Meaning that it's easy to predict because you're moving in a and you're moving in a single file line. You're not doing any type of diversion or anything that can
I know,
trick
but
your
what does
opponent out to
easy mean in
moving
this
that
case?
means.
What is easy? That's like a relative term.
Easy. Do you not know the definition of what easy means?
I'm just saying it's relative. Do you know what easy is? It can be easy to cook a pizza. It can be easy to build a bomb. It
Yeah.
depends on what you
So,
mean.
so when I say easy, that 9 times out of 10 people counter those type of attacks when they're moving in a fucking straight single file line.
So this is just like this arbitrary 9 times out of 10 it's easy to counter thing. Like
It's
that's
not
what you think should
arbitrary. We
interpret.
literally
It
see this
is.
thing multiple times in Naruto, and it's stated multiple times in the series as well.
No, I think
Whereas
it takes
even
like a shinobi that has like crazy good capacity with ninjutsu to counter something like the Chidori. That's why Sasuke
go ahead and
and
prove that.
Kakashi are so successfully able to use the Chidori all the time while they're running at people. Like,
Hold on, wait. So
you know,
Kakashi doesn't successfully hit people with Chidori. He literally has to grab people and literally hold them down in order for him to hit them with Chidori. Like in the
what are you
Zabuza
talking
example,
about,
in
bro?
the Zabuza example, he literally had dogs literally fucking holding fucking Zabuza, and then he
Okay,
tried
what it
to
says I'm
Chidori
using the
him, and
Zabuza
then fucking
example.
Haku comes out of nowhere and then fucking
What
gets
says
the
I'm
Chidori
using
and hits him
that
with a thing.
specific part one
Like what?
Zabuza
So
example?
what other lightning blade example is there?
How about him like tagging the Jinchuriki during their fight? Like he's able to
Are
easily
you even
tag these
talking
like
about part
V2
two?
Jinchuriki. Yeah, I'm talking about part
Oh
two.
my god!
Just
Now this nigga's talking about part two. In part two, if you want to use part two examples, we literally see that fucking Kakashi has to sneak up behind fucking Kakuzu and fucking stab
yes,
him
I'm
in the
not
back
using
with the
that
door.
example. You heard the
So
example I
yes.
was
So what
using.
we're talking about is that we need that they utilize diversions in order to hit people with Chidori. If you want to
That
use
wasn't
another
a diversion with
example
the Jinchuriki though.
with the pain example, he tries to use a diversion as well to hit him with the
If it's
Chidori.
so easy to counter, why didn't the
What
9 Jinchuriki who were like 8v1 in Kakashi and Guy, 8v2 in Kakashi and Guy, why didn't they counter it? They all got fucking tagged
what do you
by it.
mean counter? They're not even in control of their own bodies.
But they're fast as fuck still, and they're
They're not in
blitzing
control of
KCM
their own
Naruto and Killer
bodies.
B and beating the fuck out of them.
They're not in control of their own bodies. We already
And they're
know that
still able to
they're not in
beat the
control of
fuck
their
out of
bodies.
people. They're still fast as
That's
fuck,
hold on,
even
wait.
while not in control.
That doesn't contradict my argument at all.
It
Because
does. It shows that it's not that easy to
Hold on,
counter.
wait. I listed out multiple examples that literally demonstrates that the Chidori literally needs some type of diversion in order
It
to hit
doesn't need
people.
it. He just happened
By
to
the
do
way,
that in those
with
instances.
it, because if it was not an easy attack to counter while moving to beeline straight attack, that will not be necessary here. But in
Hey,
9 to 10 of the examples that I listed, there are
if it's
diversions literally being made for the Chidori to fucking hit people.
if it's so easy to counter, why did the Raikage get hit by it when Sasuke hit it? Like, you're saying
The
that
Raikage didn't
there's
get
this.
hit
Hold
by
on,
it.
real quick.
He didn't get
There's
hit.
he did get hit. He got
He
tagged
didn't
on
get
his chest.
hit.
Why was
No,
he
he
bleeding?
didn't.
Why was he
He
bleeding?
didn't get hit.
Why was he
He
bleeding?
literally fucking
Why was he
stopped the
bleeding?
attack and picked fucking Sasuke up and
No,
slammed him.
Sasuke
What are you
ducked
talking about?
under his punch and then hit him in the chest.
No, it
He
didn't. It
tanked
didn't.
it. He
Sasuke
tanked it. I'll
tried
give
to
you that.
thrust him.
He withstood the
Sasuke
attack,
tries
but
to
he got
thrust him, and
tagged
it didn't work. It didn't work. He tries to
because of
thrust
his
him. It didn't
durability, not
work.
because of speed.
Oh, because it was durability. Oh, and
Yeah, because he tanked it. He withstood it.
still in that
It still
instance, it
fucking
still
touched
was a
him.
diversion. It wasn't a beeline attack because he
It
literally
wasn't a
dodged
diversion. They
the
were running
punch
straight
and
at each
literally tried to
other.
thrust him.
They
And it didn't
literally
work.
ran and attacked each other. Listen, bro, you're assuming there needs to be these diversions and these sneak attacks when it just could be
It didn't
happenstance
successfully
that
land.
Kakashi felt that in that time strategically it was the most beneficial
Yeah,
option
9
to
out of
use.
10. 9
Yeah,
out of 10.
9
He
times
does
out of
that all
10
the time.
arbitrary. Nice.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, what I'm gonna argue next is that so you agree Sasuke's speed is being increased to some unknown degree with the Chidori. You agree the Sharingan is enhancing his combat
And you
speed and
still have
reaction
yet to
speed.
compare that fucking Sasuke's reaction is greater than Lee's. You still have yet to give an argument for that.
All I have to say is that he's equal in Lee's speed in
He's
base, and
not,
now
which
all of a
I don't
sudden,
believe.
they both get vaguely amped by the gates, the Sharingan, and the Chidori, and Sasuke is now just the
Oh my
same level
God.
as Lee in a scaling chain,
No,
and he has
he's
more
not.
jutsu.
No, he's not. No, he's
Yes,
not.
they're both
No.
vaguely above their bases.
Noodles, you're just making claims, but you haven't given a single argument to why these things are the case when I'm asking
So
for
I
it.
didn't argue that Lee and
So you're just
Sasuke are
saying that.
practically the same speed in base.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, we went over that, and I already gave my.
So I did give an
by
argument.
literally saying, hold on, wait. I'm about to explain. If you let me finish, I allow you to
Go
finish.
finish.
I already
Finish.
keep cutting me off.
Finish, bro.
Okay?
Finish.
So when I say an argument, obviously you're providing some type of justification that proves that what you're claiming to be the case is right. So when you make the claim, well, there's a statement that guy literally says, oh, that they're practically the same speed, so they're relative. What I'm saying that I disagree with that statement, and I already gave my contention with that statement where you say that practically means that they're relative, where I'm saying that no, they're not relatives in terms of speed, and then you're claiming that the Sharingan gives him some type of fucking time frame at which he can literally precog attacks and gives him a big time frame to punch and kick or whatever react to somebody. Why is
You're
that greater
rehashing
than,
old shit
why
ad
is that
nauseum.
greatest? Why is that greater
Ad
than
nauseum.
Lee reaction? Because, but even if we was to say that they're relative, it does not mean that the reaction speeds are the same because there are two different types of speeds.
I get that they're two different types of speeds, but in functionality, it's like there's not really much of a difference in combat speed. All I need to prove is that in travel speed and combat speed, they're practically the same in base.
Yeah,
and then I also, because you said that they have to be close in speed, and then you also agree that they're almost the same speed. So it's no different. You're just agreeing that they're. Yeah, you did. You verbatim said that they have to be close in speed in order to be relative, which is literally what's said. They're said to be practically the same speed, so they're relative.
Oh my God. No, that's not what I said. So what
yes, that is verbatim what you said.
They
you
are
can cap
not
about it, but that is what you said.
There's multiple contradictions that literally showcase this, and I already gave you my argument
You
about
didn't
the
show
guy
anything that didn't show this.
The guy's statement could just be some type of shocking statement, whereas he's stating that
D1, I have the consistency on my side.
You don't have any consistency. Everything that you have claimed thus far has got debunked.
No, it hasn't. We've been
going
over this whole argument about like. We can go over your scaling in just a second, but hold on.
Okay.
Let's finish this point real quick, and then we can go on to yours. Anyway, so like in essence, what I was saying is that like we're arguing whether or not they're relative in base. We show a scan that says they're practically the same speed. You said that that practically means that they're close. All that we need to say that
I didn't say close.
No, I mean they're almost right. Almost was the specific word.
I said practically means about. I never just said that it means close.
Okay, so do you think if someone's almost the same speed, they're close?
No.
What do you think that means then?
Almost is saying that they're getting there. It doesn't mean that it's close.
Almost does not mean that they're getting there. Almost means they're pretty close.
So if I say I'm almost at Subway, but I'm fucking 30 minutes away from the fucking Subway, does that mean that does that not entail that I'm getting closer to the Subway?
Hey, D1, do you know the definition of almost? Very nearly.
Okay, we just went over that.
It's very near, as in close.
Very near is very subjective.
Okay, so is close. So
No, I
you're
said it's
using your
subjective.
definition. Your definition is that they're close. If they're very near, they're close, bro.
No, that's very subjective.
That's what
Almost is a
Guy says
subjective
too. So
term.
they
So
are
what?
close,
Yeah, and I already gave my argument with the guy
and they're performing
statement.
the same
What the
feats.
fuck?
Literally the same
And I
feats.
already I contradicted that they're performing the same feed. You said because they're showing this fucking after images and they're performing the same taijutsu, that means that they're doing it at the same level, which I disagree with in the first place. They're not performing at the same level,
I
which is
think they are because Guy says they are.
I don't think they are at all.
Guy says they are. So it doesn't matter what you think.
Is you ready to go masculine? Your shit
Oh
got
yeah, I'll just close off on the scaling. So
yeah.
like in essence, Sasuke has ninjutsu, he has genjutsu, and he has the same skill as Lee in taijutsu, and he's the same speed as Lee. They both have the same scaling chain and speed. The gates vaguely increase Lee's speed to some unknown degree. The Sharingan and the Chidori vaguely increase Sasuke's speed to unknown degree. So they end up the same place in the scaling chain. Therefore, Sasuke is just Lee but better in every capacity. There's my argument. There you go.
Okay, so everything that he just said got fucking told. Can I stop?
Oh, my bad.
Scuba, yeah. What the fuck, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, so in conclusion of his things, everything that he's just said thus far has got totally debunked. He has yet to show me the comparison between Sasuke reaction speed and Lee reaction speed. He has yet to even give a graph of what Lee's reaction speed was to look like. He tried to say that, oh, but since they're relative in speed, the functionality of the reaction speed will be the same in battle, which I literally disagree with because there are two different metrics of different speeds. Your fucking reaction speed can be greater than your fucking movement speed, which he literally agrees with and gives no fucking argument for why Sasuke reaction speed will be greater than Lee's. He also talked about how like the statement that practically means very near or very close. I literally said that Guy's statement, right? It could just be a vast statement because he's in shock of how fucking fast Sasuke obtained such speed in a slower form. I mean, in a slower time frame than what Lee did. He Noodles tried to compare that to say, well, since Lee is shocked about how fucking fast he achieved this speed, oh, it means that he's now at the same level at which Lee can move. I said no. Lee is just impressed about the time frame at which Sasuke obtained higher speed. Okay, because they both attain a high speed body, it does not mean that they're doing it at the same level. I gave the example with Minato and Naruto, whereas Minato took a longer time frame to master the fucking Rasengan, whereas Naruto, it took him like 2 months. It does not mean that Naruto's Rasengan is now at the same level at which Minato does because Naruto completed it in a smaller time frame, right? I told him that the Sharingan does not inherently make you physically faster. It just gives you some type of aim dodging material, whereas you can move out of the way before an attack literally happens, which is not actually making you physically faster. But what I told him here is that he would need to compare that why Sasuke will be able to react to Lee in his higher forms of his speed, because every statement that I literally listed are literally statements literally comparing fucking Sasuke to a slower version of fucking Lee, which I literally stated before. He talks about the Chidori. I told him that the Chidori is literally easy to counter, and 9 times out of 10 we literally see throughout the series that people literally counter people Chidori all the time, and that's the reason why fucking people have to be
You didn't cite one though.
By the way, I was
You didn't even cite one though. You're lying.
I was quiet during your conclusion.
Yeah, but you will longer though, and you're talking about random shit I didn't talk about.
Because I'm just that guy. I'm just that guy. Yeah, I'm just that guy. That's why.
Okay, well, don't cry when I interrupt.
Right. Well, anyways, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I told him that 9 out of 10 in situations that people have to create a diversion in order to land Chidori, because when you move in a beat,
when I gave 2 as well.
Fuck up, you
didn't say 9 out of 10 though, you dumb bitch. You gave 2 and I gave 2, and they were both equal, bitch. They were equal, bitch.
Let me get my fucking conclusion.
Cry about it, dumbass.
Keep
cry about it. Keep crying, you dumb motherfucker. Go crash your car again. Go fucking slap your mom, you dumb motherfucker.
He's mad. All right. Let him give us conclusion. D1, finish your conclusion.
Keep going, bitch.
Anyways, before this fucking ramen noodle eating ass white ass bitch, who the fuck voted for fucking Donald Trump, you fucking white cracker bitch?
I didn't vote for him.
Back to what the fuck I was saying.
What the fuck? Retard. You're applying shit to me I didn't do.
Yo, Ice, can you beat him? Like, what the fuck is up?
Bro, stop crying.
Let him finish it. Let him finish, please.
Because I was quiet as fuck, bro.
But yours is way fucking longer and tangential. No one gives a fuck.
The cover that you didn't fucking track.
All right, just let him do it.
On the whole debate,
just let him do it.
Oh my god, it's just a point we were concluding on, not the whole fucking debate. This guy's retarded.
Okay, thank you. So, like I was saying, retard, is that we literally see that people create diversion in order to land Chidori, which goes back to the statement about Lee literally saying that beeline attacks like that are easy to counter, and he needs the eye to see through the counter. That's the reason why Kakashi needed the Chidori in the first place, to literally successfully land the fucking Sharingan, because moving at those speeds requires some type of perception, because people are easy to counter those things. So when people try to counter that things, they fucking shock with the fucking Chidori, you fucking retard. So anyways, back to what I was fucking saying, you fat neck ass bitch. Right? So literally, why is he still talking?
You're making me laugh, bro. What the fuck you want me to do?
Yo, Ice, you can easily server mute this nigga. That's the easiest option.
All right, look, Noodles, let's be grown-ups here. Just let us
Dude,
finish.
he's making me laugh, bro. Like I can't. Here, I'll mute.
All right.
I'll mute.
Thank you. To see through those counters. So why is Chidori? He still have yet to show me why Chidori is now a great factor in which now he'd be able to fucking beat the fuck out of Lee, which he have yet to compare that to. He's a fucking retard. Like I said, I told him that there's multiple contradictions with fucking Lee, Sasuke being the same speed as Lee. I told him about the statement about he says he's almost his he's almost his average speed, which is a very slow version of Lee. And then he says practically the same speed as Lee without the fucking weights, right? Where I stated that practically means almost to, which is literally a subjective term. And I gave him the example about me being 30 minutes from the subway. Does that mean that I'm not getting close to the subway because I'm almost getting there? So that's the definition I literally gave about almost, saying that he's getting there. So it does not literally entail very close or very near, you fat neck ass bitch. It's a subjective term. So it's subjective to the person who is using it. And I already made the statement about how, like I stated, that guy can just be shocked. And that's the reason why he's making that claim. But in reality, it's not the case. Which he has yet to fucking grant that argument as well. So everything he has said this far got fucking debunked, and we could just go to my scaling now.
What
Let's
actually
go to
establishes that guy
yeah,
is
we're on
shocked?
my scaling, Noodles. We're on my scaling. Let's go.
You just said that I haven't argued against it,
Let's
so
go.
I can argue against it.
Let's
What
go.
stops
No,
me?
no, no. You agreed to go to my scaling after this. Thank you.
Yeah, but you made a new point.
No,
So
you
that's
agreed to
not
go to my
wasn't in the
scaling.
original agreement. You said that guy is just shocked. That's it. That's the only reason he's making this
Shut
claim.
the fuck
He's
up, bitch.
shocked.
I think I'll
What's
fucking
he
shut your
shocked
dumb
by?
ass.
What's he shocked by?
Bitch.
D1, what's he shocked by?
I said this during the debate. You didn't track.
What is he shocked by? His speed?
He was shocked by the fact how Sasuke got in faster out of nowhere in a very short time.
So where's that stated?
Which goes back to the.
Where's that stated?
Hold on, wait. If you let me finish, I'm going to explain to you.
I want proof, though.
Back to the original claim about fucking Lee, whereas he states he obtained a high-speed body just like mine's in a short time frame. It does not entail that they're now moving at the same speed.
That's
just
Lee's statement. We're talking about Guy right now.
He does.
What shows that Guy is just simply shocked and he doesn't actually think they're the same?
Those statements by the fucking expression on his face and by the claims that he's making against Sasuke. And
the claims he's making for Sasuke say that he's practically the same speed. So is there anything that establishes that statement is just pure shock?
Noodles, you don't understand.
Is that you saying that he's so shocked he doesn't have like reasonable capacity?
You don't understand how arguments work because I'm not on the affirmative here. I'm not on the affirmative here. You're the one on the affirmative.
You did posit a claim.
Let me speak. Thank you.
You said something wrong.
A debate works both ways, right? So one party has to speak and then the other. So about this statement about the practically shit, I said that when he makes this claim, he's shocked about the speed that Sasuke attained in such a fucking short time frame. And Kakashi is literally sitting there explaining to Guy what the fuck he made Sasuke do. He literally tells him that he showed a fucking Lee movement through the Sharingan and made him copy it. Okay? So when we talk about this, he was impressed and shocked about how Sasuke could do this via just a Sharingan. It's not at the speed at which he's doing it. It is not at the same level as Lee. You have yet to proven that it's the same level of Lee without begging the question.
All I need to do, dumbass, all I need to do is show that they're the same level of speed in terms of combat and travel speed.
Begging the question.
How's it begging the question? Define begging the question. Tell me what begging the question is.
Yeah, I'm about to explain to you why it's begging the question. Because when I call into question the statement, what you go back to is the statement that literally talks about how they're practically the same speed in order to say that they're relative in terms of combat speed, okay? But that statement is what's in question here because what I'm saying is that it could just be the case that he's shocked about fucking how fucking fast Sasuke achieved such speed.
Yeah, and that's an assumption on your part. I get that. I get you're presuming that he's just potentially shocked at speed and that his statements don't hold credibility due to the shock. The contradiction, there is no contradiction. It's an assumption. It's a baseless assumption on your part. So I deny that that's a possibility because you have no proof that it's a possibility or a probability. So yeah, you're just saying this is a possibility. I'm asking for proof why.
If you just agree that there's no contradiction, that means that it's possible. You fucking
hold on. Just because there's no contradiction doesn't mean that I think your analogy or interpretation is correct, though. I'm not saying that this is like a good possibility or a possibility entirely. Like the contradiction aspect doesn't deny that there's not possibility. It just means that all I'm saying by it's not a contradiction is I'm saying there's nothing in this there's nothing in the manga. Hey, dumbass. Shut the fuck up while I talk. You sit down and wait for me when I'm talking. A contradiction in the manga would entail that this statement Hey,
the fuck up.
Hey, what the fuck? You mean wait for you, but you want to sit here and jack
Why you
off
stutter
while
so
I'm
much?
fucking
Are you
talking?
drunk, bitch? Shut the fuck
I said
up,
it twice, dumbass.
Fuck up, bitch.
That's all I did. I said it twice. You want to fucking sit there and talk shit while I'm talking, and I wait for you? You've been talking for like fucking 30 minutes straight. I haven't got a fucking word in because you're so pissed off.
Bitch, shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
motherfucker, you've been begging the moderator to moderate for you. You've been begging the moderator to moderate for you. You gonna let me talk, or do I need to get the moderator? Do you want the moderator, bitch?
All right, calm down.
Yeah, let me finish what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying there's a contradiction in the manga because there's nothing in the manga that establishes this is the case. Just saying something is possibly true is not an argument. That's not an argument because anything is possible. If it's possible that that Tsunade is actually outside of the frame right now, fucking throwing a banana peel at Gaara, and Gaara is the one that's fucking slipping on said banana peel, and that's why he's not reacting to Sasuke. That's a possibility, but that doesn't actually establish anything as true. Hey, shut the fuck up, pussy, before I slap your mother myself. Anyway, what the fuck I'm gonna say is that there's these possibilities aren't actually establishing anything that's probably the case. It's not establishing any valid interpretation. It's just some baseless random interpretation you have for no fucking reason. If I want to say that Lee is actually not that fast, it's just that we're viewing him as this potentially fast character, but it's actually just all a simulation. Lee's just in a simulation. He's not even a real person. It's actually just a figment of Sasuke's imagination, and in reality, Lee is just a straw doll that Sasuke has like this friendship or relationship with. He's not even a real person, so he doesn't have any speed. That's a possibility, D1. So you just lost the whole debate because now, because it's a possibility, that suddenly makes it a good argument. That doesn't establish it's a good fucking argument, dumbass. You have to actually show that there's some consistency in the manga. There's nothing that says that Guy is so shocked that he's making baseless claims or unreasonable
arguing from ignorance.
What's an argument from ignorance, dumbass?
You dumb bitch.
What did I say was an argument from ignorance? What ignorance did I appeal to? You're the one appealing to Guy's ignorance due to having.
All right, let him finish. All right, let D1 give it. Go ahead, D1.
No. He's been talking for 30 minutes. I'm gonna keep fucking going. He's been interrupting me the whole fucking time.
He's the same.
You're the one who's bitching, bitch. You don't actually have a fucking argument for why this is the case.
Because it doesn't need to be directly stated.
It does. It does, though. You don't have a fucking argument. You can't just say that it's not stated, therefore an argument. You have to have it stated in the manga, dumbass. If it's not stated, why the fuck would I accept it? There's nothing in there. It's not a possibility. It's not. It's not something you can just posit without evidence. I dismiss it via Hitchens razor. It's not a possibility worth consideration. So maybe you should understand what fucking possibility is before you start arguing about probability. Because if Guy says they're practically the same speed, and that means they're close by your definition, then that means they're practically relative. Dumb motherfucker. They're relative. So if he's relative to Lee, or the Lee in travel and combat speed, and he's got something that enhances his reaction speed beyond that capacity, to the point where he's reacting to Haku, who's light speed, then that means he has more reaction speed than Lee. That means he has more combat speed than Lee. That means he has more ability to deal with Lee than anything that Lee has in his fucking arsenal. You stupid, retarded, low IQ fuck. Go vote for Kamala, pussy. See how that fucking worked out for you. Trump on top, you dumb motherfucker. Get that fucking cock out your mouth and maybe start saying something with your chest, motherfucker. Say something with your chest next time, pussy. Go play some more basketball, you fucking college dropout. You dumb motherfucker. Maybe you should go back to the Special Olympics where you fucking belong, you motherfucker. Go train with their own people, bitch. You need to go fucking do some chest or something to improve your IQ, motherfucker. You dumb bitch. Go drool some more on the window. Go lick it some more, motherfucker. Go lick the window some more. Go lick the window. Go sniff some glue, you dumb motherfucker. You fucking loose asshole, bitch. Go get fucked in the ass some more. Go get fucked in the ass some more. You pussy ass bitch. Go vote for Kamala. Kamala. See how much that is. That'll get you. Go vote for Kamala again. You and all you libtards can catch some more L's. All of you can catch some more L's. Motherfucker, I'll rub your fucking face in the carpet. You want to interrupt the dialectic? You probably shouldn't have. The spurred king. What? The spurred dog shit. You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing for me. I'm better than you as a man, bitch. I'm better than you at everything. You can't do shit to me. If you stood in front of me right now, I would beat the fuck out of you. You fucking straight neck, bitch. I've seen what you look like, you ugly motherfucker. You bald bitch. You ain't got shit, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll show my ass cheeks. I'll put my ass cheeks on your fucking face. I'll rub my ass cheeks with your face, bitch. I'll use you as toilet paper. I'll flush you down the fucking toilet into the sewer where you belong, you dumb motherfucker. How's my ass taste? How's it taste, bitch? Fuck you, you dumb chocolate eating motherfucker. You shit eating troglodyte. You fucking low IQ bacteria. You're a fucking singular celled organism. You are so fucking stupid that I actually consider you a lesser being to human beings. How is that even possible? I'm gonna fuck you so fucking bad, D1. I'm gonna revert you to the biological evolution of a bacteria. You're gonna de-evolve. You're gonna de-evolve when I'm done with you. You're gonna get fucked up, motherfucker. You're gonna be so fucking incomparable to me by the time I'm done with you that you're not even gonna be a bacteria. You're gonna be a subatomic particle. You're gonna be a quark, motherfucker. You're gonna be a quark when I'm finished with you. You're gonna be a fucking, not even a photon, because they're at least useful. You're gonna be a fucking neutron, because you ain't got no charge, bitch. You ain't got no heat in this VC. What the fuck happened? You fucking skinny little bitch. This is why you slapped your mother. This is why you crashed the car in the last debate we had, bitch. This is why you're so dog shit at everything you do. No one considers you good. They only like you because you spark out, bitch. They only like you because you freak the fuck out. They don't like you for your debate ability. No one listened to Seth versus D1 and thought they were listening to some intellectual shit. They just heard you spur. That's all they heard. They didn't hear anything that was fucking good, bitch. They didn't hear shit. You never spit. That's why you're never gonna get anywhere, bitch. You're gonna forever be a Discord goon for the rest of your fucking life. And that's all you'll fucking be. You'll be a Discord troglodyte, bacteria, low-life organism. That's all you are, bitch. You fucking pussy-ass retard. How's my balls taste? How's my balls taste? They taste good, bitch. My hairy, big, white nutsack going down your throat, pussy.
I'll beat the
fuck you, pussy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna do something? You gonna do something? You're just gonna talk shit over the internet. That's all you do. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna talk shit over the internet. How my balls taste? My sweaty big balls. My sweaty big balls. How they taste? They taste good, you fucking low-life bacteria. They taste good. They taste good? Huh? They taste good? What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that my balls? They're going down your throat. They're sinking deeper. They're going to go into your low-life bacterial organism body. Stop it, D1. You're going to de-evolve further. You're going to de-evolve into non-existence. You're going to have an existential crisis. You're going to be subtracted to the void, bitch. You're going to be subtracted to the void where nothing exists. That's where you're going to end up. You're going to end up in non-existence if you keep going. You're going to keep evolving. You don't want this to happen, D1. I don't want you to be nothing. I want your history to remain intact, just so everyone can see what happened to you. Everyone can see that Noodles, the Destroyer, the Beast, de-evolved you into a low-life bacteria. I don't want you to be wiped conceptually from everyone's minds, but it will happen if you continue. It'll keep going. It'll keep going. And if it does, it's over for you. That's it, bro. That's it. It's gonna be over. There'll be nothing else after that, bitch. It's over for you. It's over. You don't want that, bitch. I can keep going forever, bitch. You think you got more stamina? You think you got more stamina? I promise you don't. I promise you don't, you dumb motherfucker. You can keep going. You can keep going. It ain't gonna stop me. You're still gonna de-evolve into non-existence, bitch. You fucking low-life bitch. You pussy-ass bitch. Talk about stamina. All you're saying is I can be a retard for longer. I can be a retard for longer. That's what you're saying. You're saying I'm the biggest retard of all. You said I can be the biggest retard of all. I can be the biggest retard of all. I can be a retard for longer.
You bitch ass nigga. So ugly ass up. This nigga ran out of fucking stamina.
You're saying the same shit over and over. You're not creative. You're not
cigarettes,
creative.
bitch ass
You're a
nigga, you
pussy.
ugly ass bitch.
You're a
You
pussy.
ugly ass bitch.
You lack
Come on, beat the shit
creativity.
out your ugly
You
ass,
lack
bitch.
intellect. You lack IQ.
You lack intellect. You lack
Yes,
IQ.
repeat me,
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up,
Say
bitch.
what
Shut
your
the fuck
master
up,
said
dumb
to you,
bitch,
bitch.
ugly ass nigga.
I'm
Your
your
bitch ass
fucking,
up, bitch.
I'm
I'll
your
beat the
fucking
shit out your ugly ass.
your
You nasty
destroyer.
neck ass bitch. And
That's
now
it,
I got my
bitch.
motherfucking
I'm your
ring back.
destroyer.
Ass bitch. So
And I'll
ugly ass
forever
up,
be.
nasty neck ass bitch. So
That's
I'll beat the
it.
shit out your
The
bitch ass
end
with a
of
motherfucking
D1.
5, you ugly
The
ass nigga.
destruction
Your
of
bitch ass up.
D1.
They pop them
The
motherfucking
cataclysmic
alligators, you bitch
timeline
ass nigga.
that was
So ugly ass up,
erased.
bitch, you ugly ass nigga.
That's
So I
it,
slap the
bitch.
fuck out of your bitch ass, you
That's
ugly
it,
ass nigga.
bitch.
Shut the fuck
You'll
up,
never
bitch.
be
You
more than
ugly as
that.
shit. You
You'll
nasty neck
forever
ass.
just be
Your
this
ugly ass
fucking
up,
pussy bitch that
bitch. You
can't
ugly ass.
handle the
I
beast.
like with a motherfucker
I'll forever
donut
be
stick.
on your ass,
Bitch,
D1.
your ugly ass
Don't think
up,
just
bitch.
because I'm
Why you
fucking talking in this way that I'm slowing down. I've
You
just
ugly ass
changed my
up, bitch ass
cadence.
nigga. The
I'm
fuck up,
talking to
bitch.
you in a
Get the
different way
fuck out of
now.
your bitch ass,
I'm
bitch.
talking to you
Give
in
me
a
a
different
motherfucking
way
headshot,
now.
bang the
And
fuck
I'll
out of your
keep
head.
going
You dumbass nigga.
forever.
So ugly
I'll
ass
keep
up, bitch.
going forever,
You
D1.
on the side of your fucking
You know
face.
what you'll
Bitch.
do?
So
You
ugly
won't
ass
be
up,
here
bitch.
forever.
You ugly
You'll
as
be
shit.
wiped out of
You
existence
suck dick at
forever.
Popeyes, you bitch ass nigga.
That's what'll
So
happen.
bitch. And
I'll
you
be
bring
here
a motherfucking
forever.
phone
You
bitch and
won't.
beer in the fucking
And
face.
that's
You
why
bitch
history
ass
will
nigga.
remember the
So ugly ass
victor.
up. You
Me,
fucking wobble
not
wobble do
you.
looking ass bitch ass
No one
nigga.
knows
Shut
you.
the fuck up, bitch.
After
And
this
nobody got
debate, no
fucking
one
5
knows you. Your identity
you bitch ass
erased.
nigga. So
Your
ugly ass up,
wins
bitch. You can
erased.
never do this
Your
with me, you bitch ass
notoriety
nigga. While you
erased.
ran out of fucking
Every
stamina,
bit
you
of you
bitch
that
ass
you
nigga.
fucking
Shut
want.
the fuck
Your
up, bitch.
Discord
You
clout
know I fucking
gone.
told you for
All
fucking
this fucking
JJK.
cloud gremlin
Ugly ass
bullshit
bitch.
gone.
Dirty ass
No
up.
more.
Horse
It's
shit ass
gone,
bitch.
D1.
Your ugly ass up, you
It's
bitch ass
gone.
nigga. I beat the
That's
shit
all
out
there'll
your ugly
be.
ass nigga, and I
The
slam the fuck out
remnants.
of you, bitch
The,
ass nigga.
the,
Fire
the
walk.
remnants of what D1 used to
Bitch
be.
ass
The
nigga.
mighty
Ass
D1.
up.
The one that
Ugly
used to make shit
ass
happen.
up,
The
bitch.
one
While
that
I beat
used to
the shit
get
out your
shit
ugly ass.
done. The
Nasty
has been.
bitch.
The
So
want
stupid
to
ass
be.
up, pussy ass
Shoulda,
nigga.
coulda, woulda.
Ugly as
That's all
shit.
you are,
Dumbass
D1.
nigga. They
You'll
cook
never
down to me,
actually
bitch.
achieve the
You my
goals you'll have
fucking
set.
dog,
You'll never
bitch. You
achieve
my
the
dog,
ultimate
bitch.
Discord
You
clout
my
like you so
dog, bitch.
desperately
You my
desire, that
dog,
you so
bitch. You
desperately
my
want.
dog,
You'll just
bitch. You
achieve
my
my
dog,
fist
bitch.
up your
You my
ass
dog,
and my
bitch.
balls
My
down your
dog, bitch.
throat,
You
and
my
I'll
dog,
fucking grab
bitch.
my balls
You
and
my
then
dog,
strangle you
bitch.
with them.
You my
That's all
dog,
you'll ever
bitch.
get,
You
D1.
my dog,
You'll
bitch.
get nothing else.
Dog, bitch. You my dog, bitch. You my
You my
dog, bitch.
dog, bitch.
You my
You my
dog,
dog,
bitch.
bitch.
You my
You my
dog,
dog,
bitch.
bitch.
You my
You my
dog,
dog.
bitch. You my
You
dog,
my
bitch.
dog,
You my
bitch.
dog, bitch.
You my
You my
dog,
dog,
bitch. You you my
dog, bitch.
dog,
You
bitch.
my dog, bitch. You my dog, bitch. You my
All right,
dog,
dude. What? I'll
bitch.
give you that. You
My
got more
dog,
stamina.
bitch. You my dog, bitch. You my
Alright, alright,
dog,
do this.
All
You
right,
bitch.
you got
done
more
bad.
My
stamina.
Y'all
dog,
funny as
bitch.
hell. Y'all
And
hilarious.
Spur King, bitch. Remember, I'm always the motherfucking Spur King. Never
Alright.
go, bitch. Now,
Hey, Noodles, bro. Is this the
What's
end of
up?
the event, bro? You gotta stand,
Yeah,
bro.
this
That
is
was a
it. This
lot.
is it. This is
Alright,
it.
man. Let me suppress the VC, man. Wait, actually, not Noodles, but does any other person want to debate, like, before I, like, unleash the VC, man? Or is that we all done, man? That was funny as fuck. Nigga said, your existence not gonna be known after this debate. Yo, do this, bro. That shit must have been fun, bro. That nigga D1 funny as shit.
It just got to that point because we just kept interrupting each other. So it was just like, it was over after that.
All right. Anybody? I mean, shit. It's a free fire. I mean, the mics. They can talk now. He's got to leave and drive back.
Yeah, shut that
You
shit
know,
up.
it's not.
Hey,
It's not a real
D1,
debate VC if there's a
D1,
loud mic. And that's what's
D1,
up.
D1, D1, pussy boy. How you doing, bitch?
Yo, Isis, Pac wanted to debate me.
Shit, you can get slammed real quick.
What topic?
Shit, you gonna do IRL?
No, we can do fiction.
Nah, fuck fiction. Let's do IRL.
No, we can do fiction.
No, let's do IRL. Let's do something that you're familiar with, right? Because you're familiar with like getting thrown out of windows. Like you're familiar with IRL. So let's do that.
That shit was champion.